Hi! So I decided to make a video today for the heck of it, really. There's not much of a point. I'm just going to kind of show off some stuff that I've been, some stuff I got and some stuff that I'm using right now and, that sort of thing. So it's just a show and tell. Also, happy new moon in Taurus. If you want to do some like shadow work, you can do a little bit of stuff with your, like maybe your work ethic, the amount of work that you do, stuff that involves work, money, anything really earthy, because Taurus is the earthiest of all the signs. It's the most stubborn, and you know what? Things that you're stubborn about, work through those right at this time during this new moon. Love. Taurus is all about love. So if you're having like issues with your love life, maybe now's the time to start thinking about like, why are you having those issues, So that's what Taurus is kind of all about. And I personally, some people like to do manifesting with the moon, and I don't really work with it in that way. Usually with the moon cycle, I will, on a new moon, I will do some shadow work. I'll try to. I don't always get to it just because like I might be busy, or I might not, have any shadow work that's really just like knocking at my door. So usually I'll just let it sometimes I'll let it come to me, and sometimes I will work with specific issues in my life according to astrology. Sorry if you can hear weird noises. That's my dog eating. Anyway, sorry. Sometimes I'll do that, and so the stuff that I just said to you can apply during Taurus. But really, you can do any kind of shadow work you want over the new moon or at any point in time. That's kind of my schedule, just because I really like to work with the moon, and I think that the new moon, since it's dark, it's got a shadow on it, so I like to work with shadow work in that way. And then during the full moon, I like to do like a gratitude ritual that I totally stole from Molly Roberts on her Speak. Just go to YouTube. You're already here. Just go to YouTube, type in, her Speak, and her Speak gratitude, or her Speak full moon, or something like that, and you'll probably find it easily, and it's just the most glorious video. I've talked a little bit about that in my podcast. By the way, today should be the day that the podcast comes out. I'm not the one editing it, so my sister is. So I'm not sure if that's going to be up tomorrow or today. So let me get into some witchy show and tell. So first of all, I'm drinking some tea. I'm drinking African chai, and this was actually gifted to me, and I have no idea where it came from. Oh, Amoda, Amoda tea, and it's like just a little sample of African chai. I'm not going to read it to you because I don't feel like it, and you guys can probably go look it up on the website. But anyway, I just wanted to show off what I was drinking today. So this one's called African Chai by Just Tea. Okay, right now I'm burning an incense, which might be why I'm sneezing. I love this incense, though. It's Morningstar incense, and this is in the scent lavender. And I have stores, sorry. I have stores that sell this, but they sell it in like 50-piece sets for like $5, which is, that's like 10 sticks $1. Is that what that is? Yeah, 10 sticks $1, $5, yeah. And this one I actually bought on Amazon. I'm very sorry if that's super loud. They're being they're having fun, and I enjoy it. I appreciate it. But this one I found on Amazon, and it was like $6 or $7, and it's a 200-piece set. So I totally recommend if you can find that kind of sale on this, and this smells so good. I've never tried it, but apparently if you burn this and their green tea, they have a green tea one, together, it smells really good, but I haven't tried that, so I can't confirm or deny that. Okay, so here's the thing. My book club, I told you guys a little bit about my book club. I've mentioned a few things. And in my book club this month, every month we vote for a book, and whichever book gets the most votes wins, and then everybody reads that book, or some people read the book, and then others just come and listen to us talk about the book or whatever. But anyway, so this month it's A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This book is $17, and I am not convinced that I'm going to like this book. So I really had an issue with paying almost $20 for a book that I didn't even know whether I was going to like. Sorry, my nose is running again. So I ordered this on Amazon I found it for $10 on Amazon. And I was like, yes, I have to get it. You know, and it was Prime, so shipping was free. And they gave us like a little sampler of the book just so that we didn't have to wait to start reading it, which I think is a really cool thing that Amazon has started doing, because you know, I just think that, you know, they're really helpful in that way. But apparently this thing happened, like, okay, so I moved recently to a new home, and so all of my old information was still in my Amazon account, and so I had selected it, like, in the, you know, where do you want this shipped to? Like, I selected my house, you know, like the address that I live at, and then, you know, bought the book. And a couple days later, because I had 2-day shipping on it, a couple days later, I was sitting in my living room, and I heard like a diesel engine vehicle like stop outside of my house, turn off their engine, and then turn it back on and then leave. And I looked outside while it was parked, and it was FedEx, and I'm like, oh, maybe my book is here. So like I go outside, I investigate, I'm looking all over the place, like, where's my book? You know, looked in the mailbox, looked outside all the doors and everything, and I didn't have a book, so it must have been something for a neighbor, and my heart was a little bit broken because my thing was supposed to show up. And so I went and looked at the tracking on it, and it said it was at my old house. I was like, why the fuck did that go to my old house? Why? You know, and I was like super pissed off about it, so I had to go get it. You know, like, what's the point in 2-day shipping? And like, I had also... Okay, so here's the thing. Like, number 1, I'm a slow reader. Number 2, this book is 600 pages. Number 3, I have until the 24th to finish this book. I'm a slow reader. That's an issue. You know, I actually need to have read most of the book before the 24th so that I can develop the questions and share them with my group and everything. And so I had like a lot of anxiety about getting this book to me as soon as possible, which I should have just gone, spent $17 and picked it up at the store. You know, the first day that I needed it, it would have been fine. But I didn't. So I ended up having to, you know, wait an extra 2 days so that I could go out to my old house and get this book. I was so mad. I was so mad. I cannot even tell you how mad I was about this. That I remember specifically selecting go to my house, you know, and I talked to some other people, and they're like, yeah, that's happened to me before too. That's really weird. And so Amazon, I have a beef. That made me mad, okay? That's an issue. Sorry, that was like an Uber rant. And anyway, so this is the book that I'm reading now. I'm also simultaneously reading Spiral Dance And really, I'm not actually reading this one very hard, just because I know that pretty soon, probably, this book is going to get selected as my book club book, and I want to read it really hard then. So I want the information that's in it now, but I want to read it, really hard whenever, during the month that we have to read it. So, at the same time, this is me. This is my life. I read like 1,000 books at a time, which is probably why I never finish any of them. But anyway, I'm also reading Weird Sisters. But this one, we're sort of taking our time with. Okay, so my partner and I, we read to each other. Like, I'll read him nonfiction books, and he'll read me fiction books. So he's currently reading me this one, and he loves Terry Pratchett. He's read like almost every book that Terry Pratchett has ever put out. And, I mean, I like Terry Pratchett. I haven't read enough to, like, be in love with Terry Pratchett, but there's, a thing that after his death, his daughter wrote about him, and I don't know, like, what the article is called or anything like that, but, you might be able to just Google something along the lines of Terry Pratchett's daughter, on his death or something like that. And anyway, in the article, or the interview or whatever it was, she said, excuse me, she said, just all this amazing stuff about, like, how magical Terry Pratchett really was, and, like, it just made, like, my heart sing, and I was like, I want to be that person, and anyway, you really need to go. If you're interested in Terry Pratchett, if you're interested in magic, if you're interested in just bringing a little bit of joy into your life, go read that. I might throw in a link below, I don't know. And the last thing I wanted to show you guys for this show and tell was a little thing. I haven't really decided how I feel about it yet, but I'm really interested in trying it out. So, I don't know. Okay. So, I'm really into, like, self-improvement. Like, self-help books, self-help podcasts and stuff like that. I'm really kind of, I'm a little bit picky about them, just because some of them are really superficial, and some of them are just, like, regurgitations of things that other people have said, and so, like, I really like original content. I really like people who make me, like, stop and think. Like, if you could make me stop and think about something, like, oh man, I never thought about things in that way, like, I totally respect you. Like, not that I don't respect everybody, but you just got a few more points added to you whenever you make me stop and think about something. Because I'm a thinker. I love to think. Anyway, so I saw on Instagram the other day that this self-help person named Danielle, Laporte. A lot of you have probably heard of her. Anyway, she had this little journal that it's sort of a self-help journal. She had it for sale, half price. And I was like, oh, that seems pretty cool. And half price, that's awesome. So I, like, immediately went and I ordered the book or the journal. And anyway, here's what it looks like. It just came in the other day, and you can't really see it because, oh, you can see it's like glittery. It's not really glittery. It's like gold. There's a word for that. Gilt. I think it's called gilt. Anyway, the front of it, it's beautiful. It's like watercolor. Let me pull it back a little bit so you guys can kind of see the different colors on it. But anyway, it says, what I will do to feel the way I want to feel. And like I said, I'm not really sure how I feel about the book yet, just because some things I feel like, I did that exercise and I didn't really feel very different afterward, or maybe I just didn't put my heart into it or whatever. But anyway, people really love Danielle Laporte, and I've never read her book or anything. Her books, she has, I think, 2 books out, and then she has other, like, stuff like this. It's like a planner and that sort of thing. Anyway, so this one's The Desire Map, Journal Volume 1, A Practical Soul. And essentially what it is, it's like finding what your soul's purpose, and I kind of have issues with the word soul's purpose that I'm not going to get into right now. But, sorry. But I interpret it that way as like there are things that are living within me that are things that like I really, really, really on a deep level want to do. Hi. You want to come say hi? Simon's here with us right now. Come here, babe. Come here. You say hi? Yeah. This is my dog, Simon. I don't know if I've introduced him to you yet. He's a hound dog, and he's beautiful, and he's the most loving creature you will ever meet. He loves cuddles. He loves cuddles. Okay, you have to get off me, baby. You get down? Good boy. Good boy. I love you. Maybe Molly will show up too. Molly, you come in here? Come say hi. Molly. Come here, baby. Yeah. This is my Molly girl. She just had, hey, she just had her happy adoption birthday yesterday. No, 2 days ago. Sorry. Anyway, those are my dogs, Molly and Simon. Simon's named after Paul Simon. I named him, and Molly I didn't actually name. She was already named when I adopted her. So anyway, sorry, I got distracted by dogs. So anyway, these are all like prompts, like not really writing prompts because there's not like a lot of room to actually do a lot of writing, but there's a lot of like motivational stuff in there, and so I'm gonna play around with some of these prompts and see, like, I'll test them out for you guys and see, like, is this something that is effective? Is it not effective? And when I say effective, I mean effective for me. It might be totally effective for you. It might be the most effective thing that you've ever done, and it might not be effective for me at all. And so if it doesn't work for me, don't take that as, you know, I'm a really picky person, as you guys have probably picked up on. Sorry, I'm out of breath because my face is full of something. Snot, I guess. Anyway, so that's about it for what I have to show you guys. I will, after I do a few of these, or maybe after I finish the whole book, it'll probably take me a while to actually finish the entire book, but after I do a few of these like prompts, I'm going to try to focus on that for the summer. I will do a video on this and let you guys know like what I thought, how it made me feel, that sort of thing. And so anyway, I'm going to get off of here because I am just talking way too much. I've already recorded for 33 minutes. So bye.